What's going on, boys and girls? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we ended off in the middle of everyone getting their report card, so it is the end of the school semester or term or whatever the fuck they call it. And yeah, we're getting our report cards, and we're summer break, man. Summer break, the best time of the year, my favorite time of the year because school's not involved. So this is just like what happened with Sachi's story. You know, we went into some sort of a summer break, and that's when stuff started happening. That's when things got real. So I'm pretty sure things are going to pick up in these upcoming episodes. I can only hope. So let's get right back into it here with Seed of the World... Oh, shit. Seed of the World Tree 4, sorry. That was embarrassing. Still just very weird. Being called Papa or Dad or any sort of variations. It's very weird. Let's see here. Smiling from ear to ear, Makina thrusts her report card in my face as if to smash it against my nose. I pull my head back so I can actually get a look. Makina's card consists of a large border with a vivid red cherry blossom design framing the words, "Let's try a little harder," in huge bold letters. Underneath that stamp, there's a brief comment that seems to have been written by the principal herself. Receptivity to the influence of others is proof of a curious mind, but please make an effort to acquire a little more common sense. Fuck. Start by working on your manner of speaking. So I'm not the only one who earned an exclamation mark, and I can agree with the principal on this. Huh. Isn't that something? Makina's bizarre mode of speech isn't anything new, but the principal has a point. It's not going to fly if the girl goes into or out into the world and tries to get a job. And that's not the only problem. Just from my casual observations, her handwriting's sloppy and she's terrible with her chopsticks. In many small but significant ways, she's lacking in the skills expected of a normal member of society. But acquiring common sense is easier said than done when you're spending all your time in an isolated school like this. Common sense and the lack thereof are concepts that exist only in relation to your environment. What's she supposed to learn from a guy with a C in social etiquette? That said, looking around the room, I can't find a single person who doesn't exhibit a severe lack of common sense. I think I'm developing a stomachache.
ちょっと、それは聞き捨てならないわね。私はこれでも一応、周囲からは美浜の常識人として認められているつもりなんだけど。
Okay, even I know that's bullshit. Like, come on, man. Are you sure about that?
何がよ。
Well, yeah. Let me pose you a hypothetical question. If Makina were to go out into the world and conduct herself just as you have, what would people think of her? For example, if they observed Makina declaring her love at first sight for some man she didn't even know, then proceeding to rub her chest against him while snorting roughly through her nose, would they accept it as normal?
それはだって。
There we go. I'm pretty sure they would pin her as a horny, slightly dim-witted Lolita type. And while this might very well meet with the enthusiastic, tearful approval of a certain minority given to particular tastes, could you really call any society that accepts such a viewpoint as common sense anything but pathologically abnormal?
確かにまあその。
You know, Amane, my friend, it's extremely easy to delude ourselves into believing we possess this common sense and everyone else doesn't. But remember, no one shouts, "I don't get drunk," quite so confidently as an alcoholic. For example, while I'm currently talking down to you like my shit doesn't stink, on objective examination, I'm forced to admit that I have no right whatsoever to lecture anyone about common sense.
なんかよくわかんねえけど、とりあえず腹減ったから続きは飯食いながら話さね。
Yeah, okay, she's got it worked up on the speech, because it's just so bad.
まあ常識云々はさておき、まずはこの言葉遣いから何とかしてあげないとね。
Yes, please, for the love of God. If we can improve the way she talks, this will be the best route in the game. Please. I'm with you there. Japanese is an unusually difficult language. You don't say. Or if you prefer, a tongue uniquely rich in expressive power. And spending a lot of time overseas as a child can leave you thinking in a foreign language. Even when speaking Japanese, you end up translating foreign words in your head on the fly as you talk. A process that supposedly makes it very easy to badly mangle your syntax and grammar. But still... What? When you're this far gone, I sort of feel like the language you're thinking in may not be the fundamental issue.
ビネガーは分かったから、ムキになってサラダにドレッシングをビシャビシャかけるのやめなさいって。
From time immemorial, it's been said that an army marches on its stomach. Or more to the point, first feed the face, then talk right and wrong. Accordingly, we decided to sate Makina's hunger before attempting to preach about decorum and such, and spread out our lunch boxes on the roof together. Having set the stage, I was just wondering how to broach our subject when Amine's homemade apple vinegar dressing suffered Makina's bad boy vinegar explosion. Knocked off track before we can even begin, Amine and I glance at each other and heave quiet, but heartfelt sighs. Should be easy enough to understand the full force of this girl's destructive power from the fact that neither of us can even work up the energy to retort, "Are you the balsamic boogeyman now?" I'm pretty sure I said that totally wrong. Hey Amine, maybe we should forget common sense entirely and focus on teaching the girl proper Japanese.
その件に関しては私も前から気になってて、マキナがおかしなこと言うたびに注意してるんだけど、なかなか治らないのよね。
Guys, you have no fucking idea how excited I would be to actually like play this game like more and more and to record it probably more than my the other playthrough that I'm working on. Because if she can actually speak and I don't get a headache every time I have to read her shit, that'd be fantastic. I would be so happy. Like I said, I'd play this game way more. I'd probably record it more than the other shit on my channel.
失敬だなお前ら。私だって敬語ぐらい話せるのよ。
Please do it all the time then. Huh. First time I've heard of it. Alright then, kindly demonstrate your best polite conversation.
急に会話してみろと申されましても、一体何についてお話しすればよろしいのでしょうか?
That's what I want to hear. All the time, 24/7.
おお、なんかそれっぽい。
だろ？敬語ってつまりあれな、サッチンの真似してりゃいいんだべ。
I guess that works. Sure didn't last long. What happened to the polite language, Makina?
すみません。私としたことがお恥ずかしいところを。
Okay, you don't need to go that far.
そうね。じゃあ、なんか思いついたことを適当に。
適当にですか？では、そうですね。昨日の夜、ベッドで寝ていた時の話なんですけれど、私、腕のここのところを蚊に刺されてしまいまして、もう、かゆくてかゆくて。
It's like the vocabulary grew as well.
でも、引っかいて書き崩してしまうと、あまねさんに怒られますので、こう、親指の爪でバッテン印をつけたんです。そこで私、ふと思いつきまして、そのバッテン印にさらにバッテンを重ねてアスタリスクにして思わず叫んだのです。あると。
What? And why is all this shit getting bleeped out? Someone commented on my last video or two, I don't remember which one it was. Apparently the word Monko is actually censored in Japan and all that. And Monko means pussy, if you guys didn't know. But here on YouTube, we can say whatever the hell we want. It's just the biggest fear at this point is losing our monetization status. But that's yet to happen on any of my videos.
そうしたら、あまねさんがものすごい形相でやってきて、私の頭を叩くんですよ。とんでもない暴力女です。 手に負えません。
Hey, Amane.
なーに？
I'm starting to think this girl's issues might go deeper than just her language skills.
あらキグ、実は私もたった今同じことを考えてたわ。
In the first place, if that's really supposed to be an imitation of Sachi, you're completely off base.
お？そんじゃもう少し寄せてみるのよさ。
おはようございます。
What the fuck?
です。
Holy shit, dude. This is so stupid. Oh my god. That was terrible. I mean, imitation sense, yes, but they just switched the actors. So similar. Wait, what the hell? Is that her?
ぶっちゃけみちる様はムカつきます。うどんで首つって死ねばいいのにって毎日思ってます。
It's so dumb. I can't. The cringe. Definitely sounds like her, but that's awful.
ちなみにチルチルの真似もできるのよ。
Oh, don't do it. No! Don't. No.
ちょっとユージ、大変よ。
They're just switching the actors. It's so dumb. What's wrong, Michiru?
お腹が痛くてトイレに行ったんだけど、そしたらマッコから血が止まら
God
ないの。
damn.
私って病気？
Okay, so I guess that's back to the comment that was made on one of my previous videos about the bleeped out word, and it's that right there. So they're not actually going to say, like, you know, pussy or anything in the actual dialogue, because that is a censored word to them. So they replaced it with something a little less harmful, but that doesn't change what they're saying, what they're speaking. So obviously you have to block it out. Crap. Not only does she have the voice down cold, that sounds like a line that girl might say.
いや、それはいくらなんでもみちるがかわいそうでしょう。
That's also really fucked up. I forgot to state, that's really messed up. What else you got?
どうして私がそんなことをしなければいけないのかしら。
It's Sakaki!
くだらないわ。本当にくだらない人間ね、あなた。どうせこの先生きていたっていいことなんて一つもないのは目に見えているのだから、とっととへそかんで死になさいな。
Not really sure about that last sentence, but I don't even know, dude. What is this? Absurd talent. You're amazing, Makina.
そうなんかこんなんで褒められたの初めてなのよさ。
It's like when you watch cartoons and stuff like that. I know, like, a lot of cartoons I remember watching when I was younger, they would have someone that, you know, could imitate others. But it's just, you know, the voice actors switching. It's not like an actual attempt. It's just the voice actors switching their characters and, you know, acting for an imitation. It's all in good joke. It's all supposed to be funny and comedic. But, I don't know, it's really weird here.
いやー、確かに声は似てるけどさ、さすがの榊さんでもへそかんで死ねはないと思うけどな。
They're all nasty because Makina has a very bad perspective of everyone. I've wondered about this for a while now, but I think the girl's foul mouth might be coming from you, Amane.
え？私？
Well, think about it. Hanging yourself with a udon noodle, biting your belly button, that's all pure kansai?
あ、いや、まあ、そりゃ確かにマキナを叱るときとかたまーに関西の言葉が出るときもあるけど、もしかして私のせい？
Yes, we can finally blame her. I'm not sure where else it would be coming from.
それを言うならさ、マキナが最近平気で下ネタを口にするようになったのはあんたが原因じゃないの？
Hey man, let's not play the blame game. I won't deny it. I did spend my junior high days in a school that basically scraped together American bad boys and dropouts, after all. I'll admit to having some difficulty moderating my language.
ねえ、あまねパンもう一個食べてもいい？
そりゃいいけどさ、 今あんたのこと話してんだよ。少しは真面目に聞きなさいよ。
Well, what can you do? Maybe the girl's fine just the way she is. She's been sucking up various characteristics from the people around here for a long time now. That's how the Makina we know came to be, right? Doesn't seem like such a bad thing when you look at it that way.
パパはいっつもいいこと言うのよさ。やっぱパパになってもらって正解だったな。
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
そんなの甘やかしてるだけじゃない？とりあえずマキナの味方をしておけば OK みたいに考えてるならよくないな、そういうの。
Hey man, I'm not trying to give the girl more approval than she deserves. I'm just saying I think she might still be undergoing the process of osmosis. Fucking shit.
私にも分かるように説明してもらえると助かるかな。
That's so fucked up. It's not like I'm positive myself, but I have the feeling Makina is still an impressionable chick. Impressionable. My bad. In other words, she's absorbing the coping mechanisms and life strategies of those around her, studying the world so she can figure out how to survive in it. That a little easier to grasp?
まあ言いたいことは大体わかるけど。
Well, you did it just a second ago. I don't know the details, but it seems like the girl was hospitalized for a pretty long time, right?
そうね。6年ぐらい病院にいたかな。
That's a long-ass time. So what I'm thinking is, spending her formative years in that totally isolated little society made her what she is right now. In that case, instead of arguing back and forth about how to teach her, wouldn't it be more natural to get her out into the real world? I think the girl needs to be exposed to a wider range of people. What are your thoughts, Amane?
まあね、それが正しいんだろうなってのは理解できるけど、マキナだよ。
Weren't you just scolding me about being overprotective? If you're thinking I'll just take care of Makina, that's really not good enough.
そうは言っても具体的にどうするのよ。
Well, I think it's my job as Makina's father to come up with the details. At the moment, all I have is a vague plan to start off by helping her obtain new skills, one by one.
だから急に自転車の練習とか始めたわけ？
I mean, it wasn't that sudden. There were some other circumstances involved, exactly. But yeah, more or less.
へえ、なんか結構真面目に父親してるんだ。
Well, I think the ideal father is a man who views giving his children the knowledge they need to survive as his most important job. In other words, I want to do for Makina what my master did for me. I won't deny that I'm a little worried about sending Makina out into the real world as she is right now. Even so, I think the girl's come a long way from when she'd run away at the first sight of me. I keep on losing my mouse pointer. You guys can't see my mouse pointer because it's not getting recorded by DxStory, but ever since the beginning of the session, I've been losing my mouse pointer. Like, literally in the main menus, I lost my mouse pointer. It's pretty bad. Yes, interacting with society will mean increased risk of encountering danger or malice. But that doesn't mean we can let her stay shut up in this school forever. Therefore, even if it requires somewhat strict methods, I want to strengthen her mind until she can cope with any crisis, polish her skills until she can deal with anything that comes her way. There are limits to what I can teach her, of course. If the girl decides to become a fighter pilot or submarine captain, I won't be much good. But at the very least, I'm confident I can teach her the skills necessary to survive in the jungle for 2 weeks with a bare minimum of equipment.
確かに重要かも、その技術。
That's a surprise. I was expecting you to butt in with, what's the point of learning that stuff in modern Japan or something at this point.
まあね。でもほら、いざそういった事態に直面した時、確実に役立つ知識ってあるじゃない？そういうのって知っていて無駄になることじゃないしね。
Didn't expect you to agree, but alright. For the time being, I'll teach her to ride a bike, increasing her range of mobility and giving her the chance to get out into the world on her own initiative. We'll see where it goes from there.
いや、おうじゃないでしょ。あんたの話してんだよ。今ユージ結構いい話してたよ。聞いてた？